Hello, folks. Today I'm going to talk about the funny meme I saw online regarding Kevin, Dan, and Mel. The question is, was it really a funny meme? This is the meme. My wife's coworker, Kevin, is legit. The best dude on the planet. Got us $400 bottle of wine for our anniversary. I didn't like it, but I'm not really a wine guy. Of course, the joke is that the wine bottle is a screw top and not $400. And the second part that is so funny is the play acting of quote unquote Dan, who knows Kevin is cheating on him with his wife. It's all very funny, but let's have a look at the handwriting. I want you to pause the video for about a minute and then have a look at how it is written and what is written. Have a close look. First of all, the baselines are moving up. That suggests strong optimism. That is somebody that doesn't see limitations. They move forward and have no hesitation regarding outcomes. But we also see that the word something suddenly drops below the established baseline, and the spacing between something and then to has increased. That suggests hesitation and therefore an intrusive thought. He also placed celebrate between quotation marks, so it was not really something to celebrate. Now here we see that the personal pronouns I are strong, and they have strong forward thrust strokes both on top and on the bottom. This is a person that is purposeful in thought processes as well as in his actions. However, when you look at the mid-zone I's, like in the word if, it is puny. So this man is socially inadequate. He is socially insecure. Now, the slant line that I drew is based on the stem of the name Dan. Now, we see that all the other words slant more forward, in basically saying that the word Dan slants backwards more than all the other words. And that suggests feelings of guilt, keeping distance of quote unquote Dan. Kevin knows he's doing wrong. We also see that there are strong downstrokes. That means a decisive individual. And the word happy shows the A barreling through the baseline. This is somebody with subconscious urges he cannot control. We also see the sex letter, the G, has a very long downstroke, more than, for instance, the Y's. And so we see a purposeful, strong, decisive individual. Now, the other thing that is really odd and kind of inconsistent is his puny T crossbars. We also see that in the F. These are people that are not knowing what to do. They're cautious. In this case, it suggests he's hiding his true intentions. On the bottom, it said, I can't wait for Dallas. Now, this is a very interesting stroke. We see that the T downstroke ends down and to the left. That means self-castigation. These people tend to put themselves in situations where they expect punishment. And Dallas, meeting somebody else's wife, probably fits the bill. We also see that that Kevin lacks forethought and looking at consequences and looking ahead. You see that in the word incredible. You see that he ends the sentence and he tries to fit the word in because all of a sudden he realizes that the end of the paper is approaching, and he could not foresee that. Of course, you have to ask yourself, why are you cramping it in? Because you have a whole second page. But it also means that he tries to fit things in where it doesn't belong. And that suggests that somebody that will change his storyline to fit his own narrative. Gaslighting comes to mind. Here is backward point finals explained, implies self-castigation or self-blame, may place himself in situations that result in some form of punishment. This relates to unconscious guilt or self-condemnation. If the leftward ending stroke is below the baseline, as in the finish of a Y or a G, the person feels guilt regarding sex and or past events. This is from Kim Ionetta's book, Danger Between the Lines. Now, the stroke sequence, the stroke direction down and to the left is linked to self-centeredness, egoism, acquisition, and at worst cases, narcissism. This is from my book that just came out, Handwriting Analysis Principles. Now, when you look at the name Kevin and the heart, that is in the center of a full page. Kevin placed himself in the center of a full page, and that also explains why Incredible was squeezed in. He wanted to keep the right page all to himself, and that suggests self-centeredness. And that is kind of confirmed, not even kind of, with the strong down and to the left stroke, which is ecocentrism. Now, on top of that, the name is completely illegible, and that suggests it's a man who doesn't want to take responsibility and hides his identity. Of course, we have seen somebody else that does that same stroke, and that is Donald Trump in his last P, where that stroke goes down and to the left, and we all know he is a malignant narcissist. And having said that, we see also in the message that it says, I know Dan doesn't know wine like us do. And that is self-promotion. Just like Donald Trump, self-promotion is key. Kevin hides behind the facade of success and cheats his way to the top through self-promotion and overstating personal abilities. He sees the world fundamentally the same as Donald Trump.